Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and happy 2021. I don't know if I'm excited for the new year yet, but I'm just really glad that the previous year is done. And I do have quite a few ideas going into 2021 for this channel, so hopefully throughout the year I can follow up on those and produce a lot more content for this channel. Hopefully that happens this year. That's one of my goals for 2021, especially to upload more consistently. But for right now, I'm gonna be doing the whole assumptions thing, which is what YouTubers and content creators usually do within their first 3 videos on their channel, as like an introduction thing. But I completely skipped that, and I think I'm on my like 7th or 8th video now, and I'm finally getting to it. So basically, if you don't know what the assumptions thing is, I basically asked you guys on my Instagram story to put in the question tag thingy, assumptions that you guys have had about me, and basically I'll be going through them and confirming or denying those assumptions based on whether I think they're true or false. And that's basically the gist of it. You'll get it as I go along. So I have the questions on my phone and I'll just read them out and basically confirm or deny them. Let's get into it. Okay, so I'll try to get through as many of these as I can, and I realized that as I was going through them, a few of them are quite similar and I have like a common answer for a few of the tags. So I'm gonna group those questions together so that I don't have to keep repeating the answer again and again, and it just doesn't keep going on. So the first assumption is you don't like cats. I mean, I guess it is kind of true, but when I say I don't really like them, I don't mean that I completely hate cats and I can't stand them at all. It's just I wouldn't prefer them. I'm a dog person, so I would prefer dogs over cats. But I love all animals, so I do like cats, but not to an extent where I would have one as a pet or something. I just find them completely unpredictable, and that kind of scares me, which is the only reason why I kind of dislike them. But I don't dislike them in a way that I hate them. So that's that. Okay, so there are 2 of these, so I'm gonna put them both on the screen. One says you like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and the second is your secret ambition is to become Gina. For the first one, yes, I absolutely love Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It's one of my favorite TV shows. The poster is on my wall behind somewhere there. And for the ambition is to become Gina, even if I tried, I don't think I can ever be as cool as Gina. So no, I am not even aiming for that. My ambition is definitely not to become Gina because I'm just not as cool. Okay, so again, these are 2 to 3 assumptions that are kind of the same type, so I'm gonna put all of them together and give a common answer. So these basically say that I'm kind of rude and I seem kind of bitchy when people first talk to me, or that I have an opinion on people. And I wouldn't say this is completely true. I mean, yeah, when I first do meet people, I guess I don't talk very much because I'm a very introverted person and I tend to just not interact as much. So I guess that's why people think I'm rude, because I just don't say anything and I don't contribute to the conversation as much. That's something I'm trying to work on, but I feel that's why people think that initially when I meet them I come off as rude or bitchy, I guess. And as far as having opinions on people, I will admit I do kind of form opinions on people really quickly. So if I'm to meet you for the first time, then I will have some kind of opinion about you in my head, but that doesn't necessarily make me bitchy in a way. I mean, everybody thinks of somebody in a way when they first meet someone, and that's what I do. And honestly, I would say I'm a pretty good judge of character that way. Usually what I think of a person is how they turn out to be, and it's just instinct for me. It's not that I can help it. I can't like not form an opinion of somebody in my head. It's just instinct. It's not something I can really control, but it's not like I go around talking about that opinion to people. I tend to keep it to myself. Yeah, I guess that's why people think that I come off a little rude or bitchy when they first meet me, but I am really not. I'm sorry, I'm trying to work on it. I'm trying to get better at interacting with people and initiating conversation when I first meet them, but it takes me a bit to open up, so I will keep working on that. The next assumption is that you're a sweetheart. Okay, that's really sweet. Firstly, thank you. I think you're really sweet for thinking that I'm really sweet, but that's not something I can really confirm or deny. That's up to you to decide if I'm sweet or not, but I really appreciate the compliments, so thank you. The next one is you went to TPS. Yeah, that's not really an assumption, it's a fact. I did go to TPS, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, the next assumption is that you have stopped drawing. Yes, I miss the drawing you used to make for me in school. Okay, so this is from my childhood best friend, and basically before I started getting into writing and fashion and everything, I was hugely into drawing. I really wanted to become an artist and pursue it as a career, and I was pretty good at it. I mean, I was told I was really good at it. So I think for like a good 3 to 4 years I was completely dedicated to becoming an artist, and that was the period where I would sketch so much and draw so much, and I would even when I was bored at school I would do it. So I would make these drawings for my friend, and that's what she's talking about here. And yeah, it is true, I have stopped drawing. I just it's more like a hobby to me, so I do it when I feel like I need to sketch it out or something, but I don't do it as much as I would like to. So yeah, I have kind of stopped drawing, but I would definitely love to. So hopefully I get back to that soon. Okay, the next one is I assumed you were 20 something when I first spoke to you. Okay, so this is basically one of my dad's friends who spoke to me, and she when she was speaking to me, I kind of got the sense that she thought that I was much older than I am, but I thought that it would be rude to correct her, so I just didn't say anything. And after the call ended, I told my dad that I think she thought I was 20 something, and my dad talked to her and told her that I was 17. So yeah, she did. This is true. She did assume that I was 20 something because we were talking about college and stuff, and apparently I sound more mature over the phone. So I'm not 20 something, I'm 17, but yeah, people have told me I come off sounding more mature than that, so that's probably why. Okay, when I first read the next one, I actually read this when it was sent in. I literally like laughed for 10 minutes straight. It says you were the popular kid in school. I no, big no. I was definitely not the popular kid in school. I was nowhere near being the popular kid in school, and to be quite honest, I never really wanted that popularity status or to be part of the social hierarchy. It just did not matter to me. And honestly, I'm such an introvert that even if I had to be the popular one, I just couldn't do it. I just wouldn't feel comfortable being the popular one. And so when I say that I wasn't the popular one, I don't mean like I didn't have friends at school or anything. I did have a good amount of friends in school. The good thing about my batch was like we were a very closely knit batch, so everybody kind of knew each other, so I did have friends and acquaintances. But in school I had a group of like 5 friends that were my everything, and like those 5 were really all that I needed, and they were my best friends, and we're still best friends. It's been 2 years since I went to school, I've been to college since, and we're still friends. So that's what I mean. I've always said quality not quantity, so it's better to have a few real friends than a billion fake friends. And honestly, popularity won't matter once you're out of school. It's just up until the point you're in school when you have the whole popularity status, so it's not gonna matter once you're out, so why bother? So no, I was definitely not the popular kid in school. I just wasn't. Okay, the next one is you're afraid of what people think of you. I would say up until last year I kind of was. I always have thought too much about what people think of me, and it's basically my own insecurities. It's not even that people have always had opinions about me, it's just me who makes myself feel insecure about other people's opinions. So up until I started this channel, I was really scared about what people thought of me. And even when I started the channel, it took a few months for me to completely get used to the idea of doing YouTube, because it was pretty obvious that I was going to be on camera all the time, and it was going to go out in public and people were going to see me. So I had to get used to the fact that people would have opinions about me, and I was scared of what people would think of me doing YouTube or doing anything else I do for that matter. but I've started realizing that it doesn't matter what people think. If I think that it's the right thing to do, and if I think that it's what I want to do, then it really shouldn't matter what others think. And I'm still not accepted it completely. I'm still trying to accept it, and I'm trying to be patient with myself. 2020 has taught me that, definitely. So I'm still trying to grasp that whole idea, but yeah, I don't think I'm as afraid as I used to be. The next one is you love, why don't we? And I mean, that's not really an assumption, that's a fact. Okay, the next one is you overthink way too much. This is again 100% true. I do overthink way too much. I overthink so much to an extent where I overthink my way out of certain choices that I have to make or certain situations that I have to be in, and I talk myself out of everything. There was a point where I was about to overthink my way out of doing YouTube. Fortunately that didn't happen, and I started to realize that if it's something that I really want to do, I've just got to do it. But yes, I do overthink way too much, and yeah, it can kind of be a weakness, but honestly I'm trying to work on it. I'm trying to be more accepting of the choice, accepting of things, and I'm trying to make better decisions. I'm trying to get rid of my indecisiveness, which I think is also related to why I overthink so much. But I'm trying to just see things the way they are instead of forming a completely different scenario in my head that will lead me to not ultimately doing things. So I do overthink way too much, but I'm trying to work on it, trying to get it down, and trying to just be a little more spontaneous with things, I guess. And I'll keep you posted on how that goes, because I have no idea. Okay, the next one is I assume you're very tall. I guess that is true. Yeah, I guess that assumption is true. I'm about 5'7", 7.5. I'm not sure on the half really, but I do know for a fact that I'm definitely 5'7". I've been told that I'm almost 5'8", but I'm not confirming that. But yeah, I guess that is considered pretty tall, because my friends do tell me to shorten down, and I really don't know how to do that. But yeah, I am pretty tall, so that is true. Okay, so that's gonna be the end of this video. That's all the assumptions that I'm gonna be answering, and I would say that all the assumptions were partly true, partly false, so I would classify them as like 50% true, 50% false. I don't really know, but this was quite fun. I like knowing it's good to know what people finally think of you. Even though I'm trying not to think too much about what people think of me, we just went over that. That's basically the end of this video. And if you want to be involved in more videos like this, so I usually put all these polls on my Instagram, so follow my Instagram. I always have it linked in the description. Also, I'm learning my new outro, so if at any point you like the video, drop a thumbs up. If you want to join the family, then subscribe, turn on the little bell notification to get notified every time I upload, and that's basically it. I will definitely be seeing you guys and in another video this month, so you'll get another video I think a week or two from now, hopefully. So I actually have the next 2 to 3 videos planned out, so I don't have to do a lot of thinking about what they're gonna be. So I will be uploading soon, so stay tuned, and I'll see you guys soon. Love you. Bye guys.